is going on, everybody? There is a bunch of stuff that I have to unpack for you guys in a short amount of time. So everybody was bottom buying last week, it seemed, because Amazon missed, Google missed, Facebook got torched. Apple actually didn't do too bad. They actually had a massive rally, and they ended up actually saving the market on Friday, which is why we saw that massive push up 2.4%. And now on the daily chart, we look bullish. I already drew these resistance points, and we're sitting around this 390 first one in the futures market right now. And if we can continue that with some bullish opportunities, I think we can push up to this 396, maybe even this 400 this week. We're kind of starting to form a nice little inverse head and shoulders here. So that's a little freaky because I don't really want the market to rally too much just yet, because I think that the economy is terrible and I don't think it's getting any better. But I think you're starting to see a lot of big money start to funnel in and take advantage of these really cheap prices. So a lot of dip buying in like Amazon and Microsoft and a lot of different stocks after they got pummeled. Meta, not so much. People aren't really believing in this because they're just burning billions of dollars investing in Metaverse, which is literally a video game. But I'm looking at, excuse me, SPY right here above 390. We can push this 396 up to 400. And QQQ is a little bit lagging behind. Obviously, tech struggles more in these atmospheres, but huge buying opportunity here because we just got a rip up, and it looks like we could retest this 284 resistance point from their most recent high, and then we can push up to this 290 test, potentially squeezing up at the top of this Bollinger Band, only if we are bullish heading into the week. Obviously, we could see a massive reversal on the S&P 500. I'm looking at the weekly chart when I zoom out, and we got the rejection at 480, 460. I'm not bullish by any means, but we got the rejection at 432. So the reason I bring up this weekly chart is because I think that we might retest this trend before we see another pullback. All depending on what the Federal Reserve does. If they do 50 basis points, then we might see some short-term rallying up to this 400, 410 level, which at that point I think that we might start to see us run out of steam a little bit. I think that people are just panic buying and short covering and a bunch of stuff after Q3 earnings heading into Q4. And October is a pretty crazy month. But the economy is in nowhere near good shape, and I think that we could see some short-term rally here before another massive pullback. I would love to see another low below this 348, maybe 320-ish area. That's my goal target range for when I want to start investing in for the long term. And I just don't think that we are in a healthy standpoint just yet in order to be buying these cheap securities and then rallying this hard. So I see a short-term rally. Federal Reserve has their meeting on Wednesday, or they released their decision on Wednesday, so that's massive. If they do 0.75 basis points, I'm sure that we'll probably see a large red day. But yeah, S&P 500 above 390 to 396. QQQ could potentially see that 290-ish mark. That'd be pretty cool on the weekly chart. Everything's still kind of a bear flag when you zoom out, so don't feel like you need to be buying for the long term here just yet, but that's just my opinion. And Melly is the other thing that I really wanted to point out to everybody. This is an earnings play I'm watching. It's not my favorite this week. I think there's one that is absolute gold mine, but I haven't seen a setup like that in forever. But that's in my channel, and it wouldn't be fair to give it away other than the people that are in my service. So this one is my second favorite. I want to just put it out there for free game. Melly, last earnings play, this took $240 a contract all the way up to $10,000 a piece at the top. So Melly is a huge payer. They can move a lot, and they are a Latin American e-commerce company, competitor of Amazon. So if Amazon did really bad, and if it rejects this wedge right here on the weekly chart or daily chart, I think that potentially we could see some more blood in this. If it breaks out, I mean, it's got a lot of room. It was $2,000 a share at one point, so if they crush it and they beat it, then obviously they could take off. But I don't know. In my opinion, I think that if Amazon lost, people are running out of money. The worldwide economies are all kind of, failing a little bit. I think that this could see some blood, and the downside out of the money calls or out of the money puts could pay out really, really well. But just watching that, that would be super cheap. I'm going to look for the best risk-reward premium there. And yeah, so Melly, SPY, I think we could see a little bit of bullishness depending on what the Federal Reserve does on Wednesday, and same thing with the QQQ. SPX has been my main payer lately, so I'll be playing that based off the SPY levels. And that's just about it. We got a bunch of data sets coming out this week, so just be careful, especially around that Wednesday with the Federal Reserve. So hopefully that helps out, because some of these levels on the SPY are very, very significant, and we could see some massive moves. So good luck, and let's make some money.